Finally, tonight, yours truly, Professor Dr. Dolphy Gilpin here, and we're going to be looking at cesium. So let's try to cesium. So here we have cesium in the alkali group with hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, atomic number 55. Cesium, it is, and atomic weight of that look like 132 or 102. We will 55 and 55 is 110. It has to be greater than 12, so it's 132. Okay, so there we have it. Cesium, atomic number 55, and atomic weight of 132. We'll confirm that. And after cesium, we'll have francium, which is also an alkali metal, but it's artificial and has to be synthesized in the laboratory. It's very also rare. That's francium. Above it is cesium, and above cesium is Rb. And above that would be potassium, sodium, lithium, which are the popular alkali metals. So we are expecting cesium to be very reactive and getting some explosive reaction with water and other strong compounds, probably acids, and so. But for sure, water will give you an explosive reaction. And even in here, when exposed to air, but we will confirm that, it will have some ignition and explosive reaction. Cesium. All right, so here we have cesium. Atomic number 55, an atomic mass of 132.9. Cesium. Introduction. It's an alkali metal in the alkali group 1, and we can expect it to be very reactive, like its mates or associates, lithium, sodium, potassium, cesium, and francium. Cesium. Okay, let's look at our notes here. Cesium. Here we are. Alkali metal. It was discovered by Robert Gustav and Robert Bunsen, rather, and Gustav Kirchhoff. Discovered by Robert Bunsen and Gustav Kirchhoff. and that would be in 1860. And the first thing we know that it's used to drill for oil. It's in the drilling of oil, it's very helpful there in drilling for oil. We have it also using atomic watch. It's very as a precision timekeeper. We'll come on to that property. So it's using atomic watch. Using also vacuum tube. But the most common everyday use for cesium is in GPS on your everyday smartphones. And cesium clocks, as they call them, it's more accurate in atomic clocks or cesium clock. It is the softest metal. Yeah, cesium is one of the softest metal. I think at room temperature. It is a shiny metal. Rarely found. And it is silver white in appearance, in color. And at room temperature, it is wax-like. So, you know, it's waxy, very soft. One of the softest metal. The high levels of radioactivity in or near the body can cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, coma, and bleeding, and even death. So this cesium is not something to be played with, as high levels of radioactive in or radioactive cesium in or near the body can cause vomiting, diarrhea, coma, bleeding, and even death. Exposure to cesium, to the stable cesium, can cause all these serious malignancy as well. So we have the radioactive cesium and we have the stable cesium, and both of them can cause these malignancy, as well as if you ingest it, ingesting contaminated food, it could cause these dangerous effects. So we can find it in drinking water, and if you are breathing it in the air, and so you could get in contact with it from drinking water or from breathing it in the air containing cesium. Cesium is contained in meat, eggs, and meat and egg products. Now, if it comes in contact with the skin, it can cause burning. It can cause burn. And you know it will cause burn because if the skin is also moist with water vapor, it will react with the sweat and things. The cesium will react with the water to form explosive reaction there, giving you cesium hydroxide plus hydrogen, but it will react explosively. So it will give you skin burns. Now, breathing cesium can cause lungs damage. This depression and shortness of breath. Shortness of breath is called dyspnea. If you breathe it in, you could cause lung damage. Breathing in cesium and dyspnea, shortness of breath. Can also cause headache and nausea. It is highly flammable and explosive. It's an explosive hazard. So as you know, cesium is in the sodium and potassium family, and those are tangible elements in the laboratory, potassium and sodium. And you notice that when you put potassium or sodium on water, to react with water, it runs on top of the water with flames, burning flames. So we expect cesium to be even more reactive than potassium and sodium. Now, cesium is it's a very accurate precision timekeeper. And because of this property, it's used in cesium clocks. And one official definition of a second is the time it takes for one cesium atom to vibrate 9,192 million. That would be 9,192,631, 9,192 million. 9,192, 631, 770. That's the number there for the vibration of one cesium atom. Nine thousand 192,631,770 times. That is the vibration of a cesium atom. And that's the official, definition of a second. An official definition of a second is the time it takes one cesium atom to vibrate 9,192,631,770 times. So when exposed to air, cesium will ignite and burn explosively with a reddish violet flame and form cesium oxides. And pure cesium will react violently with water, forming the hydroxide, cesium hydroxide, and hydrogen is also released. That is now Cs plus H2O will leave CSOH plus hydrogen. And the burning cesium can also react with the liberated hydrogen to yield the explosion. So when the hydrogen is released from the cesium plus water to give you cesium hydroxide plus hydrogen, this hydrogen reacts with the cesium to give explosion. Okay, let's take a break and we'll return with cesium, this very reactive metal in the alkali metal group,